Joe's 24-hour thing? Or who do I call about the sink in 410? Where can I find my non-scheduled vacation accrual? Where's Dale? I can't find him anywhere. You would have the answers. And then, you know, her answer would probably be, he's in the back, reading the paper. Working with Sue was always fun. I loved your humor, your play on words. She could outwit the best of us. And I just love that. Today we were in the limousine, and she comes in and she says, wow, look at this light show. And right away she's like, this is electrifying. And I waited for her to go on, because that's what she does. She will talk her own joke, and she cracks herself up in me. And just when you think she's done and you're leaving the nursing station, she belts out another funny thing that, you know, was part of that first joke. So I love that about you, Sue. You're so funny. When people in my line started disappearing, because you work with a certain group of people, Georgine, Elisa, Janice, it wasn't the same for me. But secretly, when I would come to work, I would wish that my assignment was in the pod next to Sue. Because I knew that there would be non-stop laughter and that time would fly. And it was a lot of fun.
Sweet at the same time. Parties, potlucks, and purdies. Maintains calm and order while unit falling apart. Quick wit, matched only by her quicker wit. Number 2, the glue that holds 4A together. And the number 1 entry was a 3-letter word, meaning how much you will be missed. Sue.
I have a lot to be thankful for, and, you know, testament again, good things come in small packages, and we're here to celebrate Sue's next chapter.
Amen.
I have a favor to ask you as well. And because I'm up here sweating bullets, this is actually written here, and because I'm up here sweating bullets in this fine audience, I need to tell one crazy Sue story, and no need to buckle in, you can wander around the cabin. I don't even have a telegram at the end. Okay, so did you know that Sue is a great dancer? Oh, some do. Some are surprised. Well, when I first met Sue, I quickly learned that her mix of siblings was the same as mine. And we're practically the same age, or certainly the same era. 5 boys, 1 girl. So Sue says to me, you know, being the only girl in the family, I learned how to take care of myself pretty fast. You don't mess with me, pal. I can take it, and I can hand it out. And I said, oh, I believe that, but can you dance a mashed potato? She says, you bet I can. And up from her chair she gets, and with no music, she's mashed potatoing right there on 6 Charlie. And it was something to behold. I mean, they had to be there, I suppose. And as she's doing it, a perfect mashed potato, I might add, she says, I learned it watching American Bandstand on Saturdays in the 60s. Maybe later we can have a little demonstration. Okay, so before we raise our glasses again to Sue, our love, I'd like to read a couple of telegrams.
You'll get the words after on the table, but we wanted to sing it and perform it for you. So we're going to hum the first 2 lines. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Telephones and call bells and docs writing orders. Patients who've been there so long that they're borders. Pink slipped and posied and tied up with string. These are a few of Sue's favorite things. He was in delirium and had a band for rectum, Haldol and Loxapine for those who are sectioned, yelling and screaming by patients and staff. These are a few of Sue's favorite things. When the tube's down, when the facts break, and no time to pee, we simply remember our favorite Sue, and then we don't feel so blue. Afternoon break, and it's time for a tinnies.
Large decaf, half all water, 2 milk, 1 sweetener, please.
Knock and power chart, teletrack, and telemetry. These are the new things she's learned this past year. How quick she'll forget all her favorite things. Sue's always happy to keep us in line. She gives you the shirt off her back anytime. And we won't mention those off-color jokes when we remember our favorite things. When our joints ache, when our hips break, when our eyes grow dim, it's time to remember the great times we've had, and then we won't feel so bad.
Sue, everyone here, all your friends got together and they bought you this gift. And Liz, please do the presentation. Sue, please come. Too heavy. This is what it is.
Well, first of all, I wanted to say thank you to the people that were involved in helping organize this wonderful celebration. I'm quite overwhelmed and very, very touched. I really can't tell you how much I appreciate it and will never, ever forget it. Before I sort of say a few words, I wanted to share a couple of my memories that I have from working on 64A. And one of them was, I arrived at work one day to find an artificial leg at the desk. And when I asked about it, I was told that it was taken away from a patient who was trying to leave the hospital. And all I said was, thank God I have my own leg. And a few weeks ago, prior to my retirement, a patient that was more than 20 years older than me said that I reminded him of his mother. So now, there's no plastics here, but I guess I better book myself in for a facelift. And lastly, I thought I knew all my medical terminology until I read a GI doctor's order that read, give 2 units of blood, RFN. When I asked Dr. Rain, what does RFN mean, he replied, right effing now. Thank God he wasn't on the golf course at the time. So I would like to thank my family, staff, and friends for coming tonight to help celebrate a milestone of my working career at VHA. See, I can't even remember where I worked. The last one was VHA. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with all the staff, patients, and families. As one chapter of my life is ending, a new chapter begins. 29 years or so have flown by. It has been a happy and fulfilling experience where I've gained a lot of wisdom. I've learned the value of having such a dedicated, caring, and compassionate group that I am so proud to be a part of. I've also learned that it takes a group of very special people that I truly respect to commit to their job on a daily basis, even when the going gets tough. And believe me, we've all experienced that over the years. The courage, patience, and perseverance is evident. As humor lightens the load, the sounds of laughter I hear, resounding from the staff room, reflect the vibrant and happy staff we are so fortunate to have. How impossible it is to keep the copier free of paper jams, and when your bladder is ready to burst because you have waited too long to go to the bathroom, someone else is in there.
I really appreciated the respect and support I always received, whether it was a kind word or a warm hug. And finally, personally, I have learned that happiness is the consequence of personal effort. You fight for it, strive for it, and insist upon it always. I'm extremely grateful to everyone who has accompanied me on this amazing journey. They have been joyful years, and years that I will always remember fondly. Thank you to my 4A family from the bottom of my heart for all the gifts that have enriched my life because of you. I am forever blessed and love you all. And I have a quote that is from Dr. Seuss that I like, and it's, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." So thank you, everyone. I just